Hi, my name is Patty Bender and welcome to today's video series entitled My Top 3 Challenges Getting Started Online and How I Overcame Them. Today's video is on my first challenge, which I just called simply Mindset. And so let me explain what mindset meant to me when I first got started online. I was totally confused about mindset in this industry. I thought that this business was made up of 100% skill set. I didn't even think about mindset. I didn't even think that I needed to work on my mind or reprogram myself for success or anything, because I had come out of a multiple six-figure successful real estate sales business. I had bought 2 real estate franchises way down here and sold them way up here. My husband and I are successful real estate investors, so I didn't even think or consider that online marketing had anything to do with the mind, right? What I thought was 100% skill set. In other words, you need to learn these skills, you need to learn all this technical stuff. I thought it was a huge technical business. You need to learn this technical stuff and then you'll just be successful, which we know that that is not the case. If you have done your homework, you know that anywhere from 95 to 98% of people fail in this industry. And it could be very much so because of this. They think, oh, I just need to learn this stuff and then I'll be successful. And when they don't learn the stuff or they don't know what they're doing, they don't take the time to learn and do the work, they quit. And that's the even sadder part about this industry is people quit very quickly from the time they get started until the time they say, I'm done. They don't give themselves the appropriate amount of time to achieve success online. So the reality is that this business is 90% mindset, sorry for my handwriting, and 10% skill set. And I was clueless. I had no idea that this was the magic formula for success online. So just gaining the awareness of this is the first step, right? Awareness is the first step in overcoming any challenge. So once I understood this the hard way, spent money, wasted a lot of time, then I was able to do something about it. So what did my husband works in this business with me. What did we do to overcome this challenge? Well, number one, we had the good fortune of learning this very important name in this industry, and you need to know this too. You deserve to know this gentleman. His name is Jeffrey Combs, and his website to connect with him is goldenmastermind.com, and I'll make sure that that web address goes below this video so that you know how to access that along with some other information. goldenmastermind.com. I refer to Jeffrey Combs as my head coach because I really feel that that is his gift in life, is to basically focus on programming positive thoughts, positive everything, going in here so that you have every opportunity to be successful online or in any business by making sure that this little computer that sits on top of your shoulders is programmed correctly. Because unfortunately, most of us are programmed in a negative way. We're conditioned from childhood on up to believe things that we can't do versus what we can do. So Jeffrey, my hat's off to him. He has helped us tremendously, not only in our business aspect, but also in our personal life, our health. He's just an incredible human being, and he is a gift to this industry, so you deserve to connect with him. goldenmastermind.com. The second thing we did is we started attending live events. And the power in live events is you connect with like-minded people. People that are already successful so that you can study them, you can ask them questions, you can network with them, find out what they did, find out what they did wrong so you don't have to. Just the power in connecting with already successful people online is a huge advantage to you. So I highly recommend that you attend live events so you can connect with people who are already successful in this industry. You'll find that the successful people in this industry are just normal human beings just like the rest of us, and you know, we all start from somewhere in this industry. Nobody is born a guru. Trust me. If you learn about these People who are 7- and 8-figure income earners, they did not start that way. So the way I connected with live events is we went to, and this web address will also be below this video, HoversonCoachingAdvantage.com. It's where I got most of my training for what to do. It is also how I connected with these live events. Hoverson Coaching Advantage holds live events anywhere from 2 to 4 times a year. They do product releases that are incredible. Anyway, I strongly urge you to check out that website. Other things that we do is my husband and I have developed a personal development library. We call it our Millionaire's Library. And I'm going to show you a quick clip of that at the end of this video on what our Millionaire's Library looks like. Basically, it is a collection of CDs and books that we have accumulated over the years, probably the last 12 to 15 years, that we read, reread, we listen to CDs in our car again and again. And, you know, whenever you find yourself at a point in your life where you just need some uplifting for whatever the reason is, we just get out CDs and we start listening to them. We actually do that on a daily basis, but there are some that we actually refer to over and over because they're just good materials. And I'm going to share with you some of those books and CDs when we go next to our Millionaire's Library. So just the general information I've left you with should help you overcome the mindset issue, connecting with Jeffrey Combs, HoversonCoachingAdvantage.com, building your personal development library, which I'm going to give you some books to help you get started that I think are great books to get started in this industry as well as any business, because it's all mindset regardless of what you're doing, offline or online business. And lastly, I just want to encourage you to, excuse me, and lastly, I just want to make sure you understand that any business that you build is going to be somewhat of a struggle, because you can't have success without struggle, right? It's part of the whole process of learning and growing. So don't fool yourself into thinking that anybody online is going to completely eliminate struggle in this business. We all have to learn things on our own. We can't rely on getting all of the pieces of this puzzle from someone else, but there are definitely people like myself that can guide you down the right path of getting success started much faster by eliminating some of these trial and error things that, like myself, have experienced. So stay tuned for video number 2 and what that challenge is all about. Thanks for watching. Hi, I'm Patty Bender. Welcome back. I mentioned in the last video that I wanted to give you an introduction to our personal development library. Now, keep in mind this library we started developing 12 to 15 years ago, so it's become quite large, but irregardless of that, we have so many more books and CD series that we want to accumulate, and we'll continue to do so. So let me just give you a quick introduction to a few of my favorites, favorite books, as well as my favorite authors. Now, the first book recommendation I'd like to share with you, I actually don't have here. I am rereading it at our mountain home, and so it's there. But the book is called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. It's a wonderful book to read over and over again. So just keep that in mind. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. The next book recommendation I have is called The 4-Hour Workweek. I have the original 4-Hour Workweek that I read a few years ago, and this is an updated version that I received recently from one of my mentors who sent it to me as a gift. So that's very cool. Great book. Also, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Eckhart Tolle is well known and has produced many books and CDs, public speaker, just an awesome person. So this is a great read. This book was actually recommended by our coach, Jeffrey Combs. So keep that in mind. Actually, speaking of Jeffrey Combs himself is an author, trainer, coach. Anyway, these are 2 CD series that I've listened to multiple times in my car. One is called The Psychology of Asking, and also Prospecting from the Heart. Now, Jeffrey and Erica Combs have a lot more products they've put out, but those are 2 of my favorites. Also, John Maxwell. Failing Forward is one of my favorite books, and I have to say one of my all-time favorite CD series to listen to is Today Matters. This is just a great thing to listen to when you're in the car traveling. I listen to that a lot when I'm traveling north to visit my family. Dr. Wayne Dyer, my husband and I are huge fans of Dr. Dyer, and one of our favorite books is Manifest Your Destiny. Just as you can see, lots of mindset books here in this library. So anyway, that's a great one, and also his CD series, Excuses Be Gone. Another author you may or may not have heard of, Dr. Fred Gross, Black Belt of the Mind. I actually have a lot of other books from him. I just wanted to pick out one that I could share with you. This is a good one. Jack Canfield. As you can see, we have the book and the CD series on the success principles, how to get from where you are to where you want to be. So take your pick, book or CD series. And then the last thing I want to share with you is Tony Robbins. You can't go wrong with Tony Robbins. This is the most recent series that we purchased, and it's called The Time of Your Life. And in one of my challenge videos, we talked about the rapid planning method, RPM, and I gave you an illustration of that. And that's discussed in this CD series. A couple of my other favorites from Tony is his signature product, Personal Power, Get the Edge. Pretty much anything Tony puts out is top-notch, so you can't go wrong. Anyway, that is a quick introduction of our personal development library. It is a quick introduction, and just keep in mind that there's a lot more here I could share with you, but I just want to give you a taste of some of the books and CDs you may want to consider investing in. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.